Hey, kitty.
Meow.
What do you want to do tonight?
Meow meow.
Do you want to watch a movie?
Meow.
Ha, which one?
It's time, GBGBs, for the cat show. Get all your treats and do lots of bits and sometimes talk. Here is the Litterboxd.
All right. Okay, this will be a good episode, right?
Hope so, if we ever fucking start.
Okay. All right. I just need some reassurance, dude. I've been feeling really nervous lately. Like, just everything happening in the world, in my life
It's the
right
sleep.
now. Like,
It's the sleep.
Yeah, I do need to sleep, but I could just, if you guys can just reassure me that this will be a good episode, I think I'll be comfortable with starting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good episode, but in order for it to be a good episode, we have to record it.
I think I can reassure you of multiple things, but not of the quality of this episode.
Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm doing
Like,
this.
you're looking cute right now.
Thank you.
You know? Positive affirmations. You sound good.
Thank you. All right. Hello
And
Welcome
to...
the...
Good.
What? There's no the.
I'm sorry, let's go. Let's keep going.
I just, it threw me off. What did Jace say?
I said good.
He said good. He said good.
Okay, boys.
Gone.
Bland.
Bonus.
Oh, Good Boys Gone bonus? I like that.
Good boys gone bonus.
I like it.
Pandorum.
Episode?
Bonus.
Well, no. Okay, that's fine.
I'm...
Your...
That was Jace. What is this? This is completely...
No, we're no. That's what the record we're going.
Jace was
Yeah.
after me. Okay.
No, I wasn't. I said good. Then you said boys. I couldn't be.
I said
Couldn't
gone.
be any other.
Yeah, no, Denelli. We're going the opposite way.
No,
normal.
you guys switched up.
No, we didn't. The viewers will know what's going on.
No.
Okay.
Show me your hands. Those look kind of shaky.
I look really pale in this light.
Oh, yes.
Space
You
madness.
would have done the same thing.
This is a fucked
You
up
would have done the same thing
intro.
as me.
This is fucked up. I gotta edit around this. I'm your co-host, Denali. There.
I'm your co-host, Ryan. I'm totally sane right now.
I'm your co-host, Corporal Jace.
Well, Corporal Jace, you think you're so hot just because you look a lot like me, except exactly 30 years younger?
Yeah, and covered in goo.
Oh man! Wow. Yeah, is it from that guy? Where'd you get the goo? I am
gooed
kind of
me.
confused about the goo.
He gooed me.
He gooed. Okay.
I'm the
Is he your
goo
friend?
delivery man.
yeah,
I goo
okay,
up
hold on.
everybody in this place.
Yeah.
What part of the crew are you? Where?
I'm goo deliverables. I make sure everyone's gooey in this ship.
Yeah.
Well, this is for flight crew.
I invited him up here. You were saying that I look 30 years younger, and the goo is really helping.
I wanted to see the
Oh,
bridge.
it's the goo. It's the goo. Did you bring any goo for me?
I don't get out of the goo room a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm confused, because you're kind of throwing off the vibe of the flight deck.
Can I sit in the
Yeah.
captain's chair?
No, because I think you are also covered in goo. It seems like you deliver a lot of it to yourself.
I secrete it.
you-
It's all
Yeah,
for
I
me.
I know you secrete it because it's all
Wait,
over
you
the pipes.
secrete that?
It's all me.
Oh.
I thought it was coming from like a vat. I thought they made it.
I fill the vat myself.
Oh. Oh, I
So you are the
tasted some
goo
of that.
delivery man.
I'm the goo man.
Okay. What does the goo do?
It
keeps-
makes you look beautiful.
It keeps everything gooey.
Oh, okay.
That way the ship stays covered in goo.
Because I don't remember signing up for the goo. I didn't sign the goo waiver. Was that something I was supposed to do? Or where's my goo?
You don't have to be gooed if you don't want to. It's completely voluntary.
Okay, because it seems like he got a lot of the goo, and I'm worried that you don't have any left.
He makes it quick, is what it seemed
You
like.
can make more?
I
'Cause
can
would
make a lot
since
more right
okay.
now.
Since you're here, it would be nice to have some more of the goo. What do I need to do for the goo?
Okay, I gotta fill up my goo sack so that I have enough to make.
Okay. And then you're going to go back out through the pipes that you came in from?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. But first, can we please stop this fucking sketch?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we need to introduce the movie. Well, how long has it been?
How long have I been in that bit?
Approximately
How long have I been in the
893
bit?
years.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't remember my family.
Mild memory loss from bad improv. Welcome to our show, folks. This is a bonus episode, like we said 10 minutes ago. but I'm gonna edit it so it's only a couple minutes ago. We watched Pandorum this week. We're taking a break from the Litterboxd today, and that's okay. People can take breaks sometimes.
It was stanky in there.
Yeah, we needed someone to change it.
It's pretty stanky in here.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It seems like we're just slightly outside of it. It seems like
Yeah.
we're going back quite soon, right?
I think we're gonna go back soon. There was no cats in this movie, so I'm feeling refreshed from watching this. A little break. This movie in particular, I feel like is kind of GBGB's core in the sense that it's kind of part of our. This kind of started our big like spoiler wars with our group of friends. I think in high school, like this is kind of like part of our lore.
Oh,
a
that's
bit.
right. Yeah. Okay. I did want to bring this up. So we watched Pandorum. Did we say that?
Yeah, we said it. I said it. Don't
Okay,
worry.
we said that. Okay. Let's
They
say
know.
it again. Okay. This was a,
Hey,
like
we
a
watched
early
Pandorum.
Right. Yes, Jace, we did.
Can you imagine if we did that goo sketch without the Pandorum?
That would have been crazy.
But then-
Nobody would know.
But then it just still didn't make sense even with the Pandorum.
So was this 2010 or 2009?
2009, yeah.
2009. So this came out when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And when our friend group was kind of coalescing, and we would have random movie nights. And for some reason, I feel like this is kind of a common thing for a lot of friend groups, is that they pick one random movie that's just like available somewhere and kind of attached to it specifically, and almost nobody outside of that friend group has ever heard of it.
Okay, yeah.
Right? This was ours.
We latched onto this movie.
Yeah.
We were the perfect age, too. I think we were all around like 14 years old, which I think is exactly like a space horror movie.
With no plot,
Yeah,
no
which we're gonna
anything,
watch
just
this.
like we're on a ship.
And then what happens is that Ryan makes an offhand comment about the end of this movie, I think to me. And then I think I then spoil Shutter Island for him
That's
soon
right.
after. And then we start going back and forth. And then, like we mentioned, like in a previous episode, there was an arms race of who can see a movie first to spoil it
Right.
for the other.
Keanu won. In my opinion, Keanu won because he walked out of The Dark Knight Rises while I was waiting in line for the midnight release. He had somehow gotten to like the pre-midnight release.
Got the 11 o'clock
and
release.
he walked up to me and spoiled it to me and everybody around me in line.
What was there to spoil?
While I was,
Bruce Wayne's
But,
Batman?
well, I mean, it was the third one. Yeah, they kind of conclude the series, but yeah.
What happens at the end of Dark Knight Rises?
Let's not spoil it. Let's
It's
not
been, like,
spoil it.
20
Let's just
years,
continue
man.
living life.
Did Bane become Batman?
He dies?
Yeah, okay.
Let's watch Batman, dude. We'll be the first podcast to watch Batman.
First all
All male
guy
podcast, yeah.
podcast to watch Batman.
You know, I inadvertently did spoil this movie for Yuri last night. I told her what we were watching,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is a core movie for me. I've probably watched it upwards of 20 times.
Holy shit! What?
Dude,
Yeah,
this thing was on in my basement all the time.
Constantly.
Constantly.
Like, what do you guys want to do? Watch Pandorum.
Pandorum. I think we're the only people to say that sentence in that sequence
Yeah.
right there. that sucks,
And-
Jay. Yeah, go ahead.
We get halfway through the movie,
Yeah.
and I kind of forgot that she was like, I'd never seen it. And I was just like, man, they don't even know that those are humans. It's just like, what? And I was like, nothing.
No, dude, it's like in like a philosophical sense, dude. We're all humans, to each other. It's like I'm Legend. Yeah, Amber also has never seen this movie, never heard of this movie, which I think like most people on Earth.
Yep.
And she did not
Yep,
have it
same with
spoiled
Julie.
for her. But like around like 25% and she's kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna work on stuff on my laptop, just have it playing in
Yeah.
the background. But then when the end came up, she was like, wait, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, what's all this? Which I feel like this movie is very much like that, where it's like a movie that maybe your roommate is watching or someone like a friend's watching, and you kind of sit
You're
down.
kind of like foreign exchange roommate.
Yeah, and from Germany or whatever.
Yeah.
And because this is a German movie, you catch like little bits of it, and you're like, wow, what is this movie? And you kind of watch it, and you're like, but this movie is a journey, is what we're saying.
And I think this is going to be the bulk of my critiques of the movie is just I don't understand it. I haven't seen much German filmmaking, okay, but this movie is quite unlike a lot of the action movies that come out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And especially before my brain was kind of just like overloaded with the same dry, like Marvel action movie over and over and over. This stood out to me because it was different. And like the pacing is different. The editing and acting and everything is like so much different. And there's a random German woman. And like all of that stands out for being kind of like interesting. And I think when I was growing up and when we were watching this together, I kind of confused that with good. So if someone hasn't like watched this several times and then taken like a 15-year break and then watched it again,
Yeah.
I think there might be a lot of like confusion about like, why is this movie the way it is?
That definitely seems like a movie when you watch as a teen and you think it's good and you rewatch it and you're like, yeah, this is bad. I had that horrifying realization with Fifth Element, I think, earlier in like this show.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough to hear, yeah.
Yeah, there's other movies like, yeah.
Jason's like, oh.
Listen, look, a lot of people like Fifth Element. All right. Yeah, do we want to just start the synopsis and review? Let's get into this movie. I think we fucked around enough.
Yeah. And I don't think any one of us picked the movie. I think Denali proposed the movie.
Collectively, I think, came together. So maybe we should collectively, popcorn style, give a synopsis of this movie.
One sentence, not a word. One sentence.
Okay.
1 cent each, or we each
Yeah.
sit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start, I guess. Ben Foster wakes up in a cryo chamber inside a gooey ship.
And then the goo boys start gooby gobbing around, trying to eye him up.
Well, before that, he kind of like meets his commanding officer, and they don't know really what's going on because everything seems empty.
Played by Dennis Quaid.
I thought we were only doing 3 sentences total, so I just kind of thought we would.
No, I was gonna go.
I thought we were gonna keep going. Jace,
Jace, that's totally fair.
you were very succinct.
I was like, Jace, you skipped several fundamental elements of this movie.
Well, I think we should stop it there.
Jace is like, goo boys.
Okay, this movie takes.
Yeah. Let's get to the goo.
This does take place in the future, right? We can all agree.
Takes place, yes.
On consensus, yes. Okay.
Well, and also because it told us it did.
Yeah, it did. And the Earth is dying, all right? There's too many people. Bit of a Malthusian movie, some
Could you
might
imagine?
Did you just say Malthusian?
Yeah, Malthusian. Dude, I've been reading that
He's
Wikipedia
trying to-
page all morning. You ever heard that shit?
See, no, he's in
Are
a
you
book
trying to
club.
outsmart
Don't fall
me?
for it. He's in a book club.
Stupid-ass ideology.
Don't fall for it.
Fucking look that up, folks at home.
I know what the word fend means.
Fend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fend for yourself.
To protect.
Yeah, this movie, it's about Earth dying. And they got a ship to send out to this new planet, right?
Is that your sentence?
I'm still going. Comma. And they got a message from Earth that they're like, hey, by the way, we're all dead. You
Semicolon.
stupid fuckers. Now it's your turn, Jace. That was a period.
You already mentioned the Goo Boys. You
We
can
already
take off
covered the
from
goo and the
Boys.
guy waking up.
You can go from the Goo Boys.
And then there's a girl and a guy, and they've got sick 2010 coated knives.
Really sick. Like, fucking State Fair
Boss
core.
cops.
Like, yeah.
And there's like something going wrong with the Goo Boys. They are like fucking weird, and they're eating people and stuff. And they run really fast, and they're stronger than you know. Says the guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah, randomly Norman Reedus is in this. That's not my sentence. So they're trying to turn the reactor on so they can get the ship working again and find out what's going on.
And for some reason, everyone's covered in piss and blood like a Berlin nightclub.
Yes, we've covered. That's not the goo. That's separate from the goo.
Yeah, like really covered. And at one point, they kind of clean off, and they just get right again. And at one point, there's a guy who's like obsessed with being covered in like shit constantly. That is my sentence, actually.
Hijinks ensue.
And so does space.
Also, okay,
disease.
there's this thing called Pandorum.
Oh fuck.
There's like, yeah, the movie title is like is the space sickness that makes people go crazy, and it makes people like kind of want to sink their own ship and blow their own ship up. So there's like that going on in the background, and so they gotta like solve them. See that they gotta fix the ship before the guy on the bridge goes crazy and blows them all up.
That really is a movie. This is another one of those space dementia type. They got to make up a word like space madness, where it's like you spend enough time in space, it makes you go insane. And like, it was in. I just watched Sunshine the other day, and that was like another Captain Goes Crazy movie, because of space. Event Horizon. Haven't seen that yet. That's another. It's on the GBGBs extra list. I would love to review that with you guys sometime. Another space madness movie. Yeah, we could probably start from there, right? Like, that's probably enough of the movie. Actually, I think that's all of the movie. I don't think there's any more plot points at all.
We did not mention the 200-person sex scene.
Yeah.
They weren't having sex, dude. They were just cuddling.
I think it was implied. I think it was implied
cuddling.
that their sleeping and sex is pretty much indistinguishable. Because I don't
when
think
was
those
that
guys are
implied?
going off to a
The
boot locker.
breeding ground.
Yeah, I don't think those guys are going off to a boot locker to have some privacy. I think they're doing it right then and there.
That is actually I hate to meander down this path you've laid out for me.
Okay.
But that is the one thing that I'm kind of like, I don't think you walk over a vat of human detritus
No.
without smelling it.
No.
And they're just like at one point walking through the hunting grounds and step on a metal grate and fall down into a vat of blood.
The vat is like...
And they're like, oh, wow, I really didn't see this coming.
Also, the characters, when they fall into that vat, which is like literally meat chunks from corpses are around. It's a disgusting scene. There's piles and piles of bodies. And he's like, this is where the bodies are. And they both, like, they're eyeball deep. They put their noses underneath the water for a long time. And none of them are gagging. They're like, I gotta swim around in this for a long time. And then when they get out of the water, they're not like acting like they just swum in corpse water. Like they're not, horrified enough in this.
To be fair, they gotta fight right afterwards.
And I think infections, you gotta cut.
I think the thing is like this movie is kind of almost a comedy. Because you could replace those
This movie's
those
funny.
crazy you could replace those crazy aliens with like the aliens from Galaxy Quest, those like nerds or something, and then be like, we've been on this boat for 900 years. It's like, why didn't you tell us we were underwater? We can't swim.
Yeah, that's. You guys think they were telling the truth when they said Earth is gone, or do you think that was a lie?
I think they're like, hey, let's tell these guys Earth is gone.
Like, I think it was a lie. I think they literally filled the ship with the worst people. Like, they're like, hey, this is like a Sigma male settler colony. Everything's gonna be crypto. We're gonna have ChatGPT rule this colony. You have to pay $1 billion for a ticket. So we're gonna send all of you, and then they send them off, and then they're like, hey guys, Earth is gone. We got hit with a meteor, so you guys have to go. You have to go there now. I think they're describing a world that's really bad. I think that is maybe their last-ditch effort, is to just send them all to another planet. Okay, this movie, it does open with, I think, like a very 2000s opening. I think the graphics and like the style of this movie, it was giving kind of Blade, I think, when I saw it. There's a lot of like leather, like when the... I don't think they ever say her character's name. I don't think anyone is using names. She's like a scientist on the ship. She shows up and she's like wearing like this like kind of like rave outfit. Like it's like this
she is
cool,
German.
like leather straps. I'm like, where did you get all this cool shit? Like, and then her hair is like gelled and moussed in like a cool way. Like and even when he meets the farming guy too, like his fit is fucking cool. Like these look like club goers, like in the 2000s.
I didn't just say Berlin nightclub for no reason. I meant it.
Yeah, and apparently the German government gave $8 million to fund this movie. I think one of their largest payouts.
What?
Yeah, this is actually a piece of like their culture. Like,
when I was rewatching this, I was like, when I was 16 watching this, I didn't really have the ability to look at it and decipher, like, even maybe like 14, 15 or whatever. I didn't really have to be like, why did they give this movie such a big budget? Or like, why did they like do all this elaborate set design? But now as an adult, I was thinking like, this isn't a successful movie. This movie's not like, a big giant studio production. Even when the made by studio name stuff was coming on in the beginning of the movie, those title cards, I was like, I've never heard of that.
All of these went under, I think, after this
usually
movie
it's
came out.
like, Lionsgate or something like that you kind of recognize. And then I was really surprised by the actual like production quality and the set design in this movie. And so for you to say like this was a big thing for Germany, to say like we're gonna make this Hollywood action movie here, that makes total sense. And kind of like maybe is the last piece of the puzzle. In Germany was like, we're gonna go all in and make this awesome space movie. They make millions of dollars, and then it just didn't.
It almost put their country under. I think.
Yeah, because they didn't understand. They didn't understand anything about like, what makes a movie good.
Honestly, if I read this script and I was the president of Germany, I'd be like, put it all in this.
Can we get our money back, or are we hosed?
I had to get rid of the free healthcare to make this happen. I'm so sorry. They said the most, actually, so this is the second most highest Germany has ever invested in a movie. The first one is Ninja Assassin later in 2009.
At what point? Sorry, they funded 2 movies, and they were Pandorum and Ninja Assassin.
And I think they were out of the movie game forever after that. I don't know what
your taxes, and I'm sorry, they're all gone.
It was the president's like 17-year-old nephew was.
Yeah, is the president like a 17-year-old taking bong rips on the couch? He's like, yeah, I think this is what we should put our money into. This movie did lose a lot of money. It was $33 million budget, box office $20.6 million.
That's not too bad.
It's a pretty big. It opened number 5. I think Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was number 1 in the box office at the time.
That's actually pretty good though.
You're not beaten down by Cloudy.
You're not beating Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Let's be real clear.
I think I saw that in theaters twice as a 14-year-old. This movie also, it stars Ben Foster. Pretty prominent, I think, character actor. I like his movies generally.
I like Ben Foster. He's good.
Yeah, he wakes up in a cryo chamber. I love movie intros like this where someone just wakes up and you're like, what's going on? You're like, what the fuck? Like, everything's gooey. Like we said, it's dark. The lights are off. I think this is a really, really scary scenario. Like, if I was cryo-sleeping, this is what I'd be afraid of. Like, waking up and, like everyone, nothing's right. No one's there. And then the second worst thing that could happen is Dennis Quaid wakes up in the room with you. He's like, oh, thank God, another person.
It's Dennis Quaid.
I think that's the worst person to be stuck on a thing.
Yeah, because that's an unfortunate thing to say because I kind of liked him in this movie.
He's good in this movie.
He's not a bad actor. Let's be real clear. Dennis Quaid is not bad. He pulls a lot of stuff together, and you could tell it a couple times when the other guy, Cam Gigandit or whatever, he's like, yeah, you make me really mad. And Dennis Quaid kind of like reins it in a little bit, yeah.
He went all method.
Missed something. Too. Sorry. Oh, I'm gooey and I'm really mad.
Dennis Quaid went method?
Yeah, he went method in this movie.
He got locked on a spaceship?
Yeah, he locked himself in a spaceship for 4 years.
500 years.
Yeah.
They something really was off-putting for me in that Cam Gigandit scene, Gallo, where they covered him in goop and oil.
Yeah.
But his teeth are just so blisteringly perfect.
Yeah, they should have dirtied his teeth.
That there's nothing else I can focus on in the scene besides like the bad acting of him just going like, oh, and his beautiful smile. And I'm like,
He's a great looking dude. He was in another movie that unfortunately our group of friends were very into, which was Never Back Down. A fucking horrible high school fighting UFC movie.
Yeah, dude.
Which we were definitely a target audience for. Born in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh.
And I don't know what happened to this. Did he was in Twilight, Pandorum, Never Back Down?
Well, he's the reason. So Cam Gigandit is the reason that I was browsing Letterboxd and sent you the movie Outlaw Posse because he is in it. He's been in the 2020s. He's been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 films.
Okay, he gets work.
This guy is active.
He gets work. I think he's doing fine. I will say it was a bit of a stretch. I think looking at him, great looking guy, very distinct head shape. I think very distinct. You look at Dennis Quaid, there's no fucking way, right? Like that's they don't look like.
That was the hard part for me. Because at first you're like, oh, that they could be. I get it. Can't like he could be going crazy. He could be imagining him. It could be like a whole like flashback thing. But then you're like, oh, they're two very different people. Like one of them has blonde hair.
Yeah.
And the other one's Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. That's it. And I don't think they even act like each other in this movie. But like we were kind of talking, like this movie is kind of just, it doesn't really have a lot of plot. It's kind of just a lot of running around and Ben Foster kind of grunting and groaning and stumbling through. Like it looks like the set could have been like a closet of just like a bunch of rooms. Like the camera's just kind of right on him, and it's just he's kind of like, it's kind of dark, and he's kind of like moving through this thing. You could kind of feel the budget, I think, in some of this, but it felt like a video game where you have like a guy on comms kind of being like, oh, try taking a left, try that locker. And it's like a survival horror thing. And I feel like this could have been a good survival horror movie, I think, or a game. Like it could have been better than being just a movie, I think. Like you're trying to avoid the creepy pale monsters, trying to gather supplies.
Online say that this is like the best Dead Space movie for there not being one. So
best is a word.
Yeah.
Best is a word that has meanings and definitions.
Yeah.
So I think it means like of the existing movies that are about something that are kind of similar, this is probably the best one, and that's fair. Because there's another movie called Alien that has an extremely similar concept and is executed in a different stratosphere. Like Alien is maybe like I think on Letterboxd, it's probably the number 5 movie of all time. Like Alien is an incredible masterpiece, and has a cat in it. FYI, spoiler alert.
And it's gooey. So it can go in the goose season or the cat season.
Would
we watch The Blob in the goose season?
Yes.
Yeah. This I liked the laser shaver in this movie. That was cool. I think
that single shot of the laser shaver, yeah.
Yeah, it's not often you see a movie with like a new technology that you've never seen before. Like, you know, it's like they always have like a futuristic scene where there's something new and interesting. And I think that is this movie. I like laser shaver. It's good.
Personally, I like the jack-off powered equipment.
The Jorkin.
The Jorkin gun and the Jorkin
it's
door.
Auxiliary.
Could you imagine?
Everything's like shake weighted, and he's like, oh, I gotta shoot my gun. A lot of manual squeezing and shaking.
Oh, the auxiliary power. Oh, yeah, the auxiliary power units.
It was like really easy, too. They only had to do like 4 jerks, and the thing
Yeah,
opened.
I thought about that, too.
I was like, wow, it's like a breeze could get this thing open. I think this movie is also kind of TikTok core a bit, or like Instagram Reels. Like, I don't know if you guys get this on your Instagram or on your TikToks and shit, where it's like movie clips from like 15 years ago that kind of suck, but the movie clip itself is kind of good. Like it's kind of interesting and compelling.
I know what you mean.
And people are like, what is this movie? Whoa, what the fuck? Like, because there's a part in this movie where they talk about Pandorum, right? What that is. It's space madness. And the previous captain, he ejected everybody in their cryo chambers. Cool ass scene, really cool. Like it's kind of poofs out in a big cloud, and you see all these chambers drifting off in space. I think that as like a 2-minute Instagram Reels clip would pop off. I think
you should start that.
Yeah, I think
do it. That's how we get famous, dude.
Instagram Reels of Pandorum. Yeah, I like that's what this movie is, though. I think it's a collection of interesting, cool scenes strung together in a way that's
strung together with a German editing it, which was
like efficient, cold and brutal.
Which was really my problem with this movie was the editing, because they'd be like, oh, I can hear the critters, the goo creatures coming, and they got like cool blow torches and stuff, and then it would edit like 18 scenes in 2 seconds.
Yeah, this is like the Taken 3 meme.
And like it was crazy at how fast. Sometimes the footage would be sped up.
Yeah, it was like 100,000 cuts.
Well, you just can't have dudes running on all fours at normal speed, looking
funny
scary.
That's the funny thing, Jason, because I was like, oh, the reason they're speeding the footage up is because if it's just a guy running on all fours like a bear.
I'm glad that someone like some PA had the courage to be like, guys, this looks stupid. We need to.
Sometimes the footage will also be upside down. Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that?
I think the
Every
camera
now
was
and then,
upside down by accident.
A
when they were
goo
filming.
creature is running on the ceiling, but it's not like they're like.
It's
like,
very
swinging
clear
from
that
the
they did
ceiling.
not film them running with special effects or like wires on the ceiling. They just
Yeah.
had them run on the ground and flip
They flipped it,
It's
including like walkways.
like how they do Spider-Man, where they just have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, the editing in this movie, like you said, it's really dog shit because I couldn't tell what the fuck's happening at any point in the movie. Like someone will get stabbed and they're like, and it cuts like 700 times, and I'm like, what happened? I see a knife in someone's stomach, and I'm like, when did that fucking happen? Like, and then of course there's continuity errors. Like there was one that I was laughing really hard because like I should have saved the clip, but it seemed like mid conversation it was clear it was a different day. Like the goo on the guy's face is like not consistent. He's talking in like a different tone too, and like he was holding a glow stick, and it's in a different hand, it's a different pocket, and it seems just really funny. It takes me way out. Yeah, right.
Where did they get the glow sticks?
Yeah, I don't. This is like a glow stick
Like
ad.
throughout the movie.
There's a lot of glow sticks.
You grab. I don't. Are
They
there, are there that many?
resupply.
You grab 4
Yeah, they
at the
go-
beginning.
They go through glow sticks. Like I feel like if there's a director's cut,
Yeah,
the main scene that they need to add in is about like the glow stick store,
yeah.
where there's like another character who like wanders around the ship and just sells.
Why are you grabbing all those? What?
Yeah, in the video game, you have to like cash in to get enough glow sticks to move around the
and
ship.
there's just like a safe zone where the guy hangs out, and also that's where the goo critters. That's where they get their Bunsen burner fuel for their blowtorches.
Oh yeah, so you're in line with the goo critters.
Yeah.
But it's like a neutral zone. Everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, there is one thing with the glow sticks that I really liked. It's when he bites the glow stick and activates it. That seems so satisfying. Just like the glow stick's so
kinda wanna
big,
do it.
and it just he bites it and it crunches and it lights.
That scene, honestly, I feel like pretty good. Very claustrophobic. Like the thump of him hitting that grate.
I hated
And
that.
then
Yeah.
being stuck there, and he's like, man, that
And it
made
had
me
a
feel
s-
something.
Yeah, and it had a skeleton of a guy who did the same thing and died.
I
next to
thought
him.
that was actually extremely clever.
Yeah.
I was surprised that this movie, that's pretty universally regarded as bad, is like had an actual clever piece of like dead body, what happened to this character that I haven't seen before. Because I thought they were pretty much going to just be ripping from other stuff or like Alien,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty good.
I like that. And it reminds me of like when I used to go snow machining a lot, snowmobiling for the lower 48ers a lot. And like there was a thing that the adults would tell me where they're like, when you're going through an area, like kind of, out in the mountains, like if you see a bunch of tracks, like that's a safe area because everyone goes there. But if you see one track that's just one person that's veering off, don't follow it because that's probably a dead guy or something. Like it's a track that have gone off the cliff or something if you follow it. To think about that where it's like he's literally following the steps of this and nearly died, almost broke his fucking neck. Yeah, I like that kind of horror. And he wanders around the ship. He meets Norman Reedus randomly.
Kind of crazy that guy is one, Ryan, you might be right. There are quite a few solo factions in this movie.
It's a faction movie.
I think it might be a faction movie.
How is this a faction movie? There's no factions.
I think there's a faction movie
They're
because
it's kind of a
okay,
factions.
look. I think me and Jace already determined. I think it's a faction movie
Okay.
because you have the main guy, okay, and he's doing his own thing, and you think that it's just two factions,
And he's flight deck
the
faction.
survivors and the goos.
Yeah,
Okay.
goof action.
Don't call
But
them the
you
goos.
think-
That feels like a slur.
It
man.
feels like a
It's-
slur.
It feels like we should call them.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be gooning so
Gooners.
much.
Gooners.
The gooners. Okay, so you have the survivors and the gooners, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then
That's
you
still-
really learn that
Yeah.
Dennis, and then like the Cam Gigandit
Okay.
guy shows up.
Yeah.
So that's the
And you
Pandorum
think-
faction. They're in their
Yes.
own.
You're like, oh yeah, but you can't have the third faction can't be relying on a single person.
Okay.
That's not a faction movie.
Yeah.
That's just some guy.
Okay, agreed.
But then Dennis Quaid and him kind of merge. Boom, 2-person faction. For the couple scenes, there's a 2-person faction.
Yeah, and the
so
chef guy is in his faction too.
Yeah, Leland.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a faction movie. Plus the glow stick guy, clearly his own thing going on.
The dead body.
The glow stick guy, the guy selling all the glow sticks.
Oh yeah, he's a separate faction. He's the merchant neutral faction.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I guess, dude. I guess if you want to call them a faction, they're not kind of after the same thing. Creature design, kind of cool. I kind of
cool,
liked
kinda
it.
cool.
Kind of, I think like piss poor orcs. Kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you kind of have this thing where you're afraid to show multiple of them on the camera at one time, kind of means that you did put the effort in to do actual effects on people, but you kind of know that they suck a little bit. So every time they're on screen, you have to be shaking it and double timing it.
It was also clear that there was only 4 of those guys that they kept like running in front of the camera in a circle.
Yeah.
I did like the noseless leader guy, the one with kind of like the ripped face. Like that was a cool creature design, and the weird baby that he had as well. It was making me think about, like, we can talk about how those guys came to be, but the ship, like itself, the settler ship, right? It's supposed to go to a planet, like one-way trip, right? It's supposed to colonize the ship, yes. So this ship, though, she was like, this is filled with 50 billion Earth specimens that we're going to colonize this world with, which that seems like a horrible idea.
Terrible.
Yeah, just find some potatoes on the new planet.
Yeah, fucking eat their things. Like, don't bring your shit.
I think it's a good plan in that, like, it's the effective way to ensure, or not ensure, but like improve the chances that you
survive.
Colony works.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's effective. Is it moral? Like, is it moral to go to another planet that has life, like just plants and stuff, and completely terraform it and replace it with Earth life? Like, that's why NASA sterilizes the shit out of all their stuff before they launch it, which like pretty much re-sterilizes it, because they don't want to like get any bacteria or something like accidentally put on a moon of Jupiter and then find it and be like, oh, we found life, ha ha ha, there's aliens now.
Morals are gone, bro. It's 2158.
I think in 2058 we're gonna be in this boat. So I agree. I think it's a good decision. Like, if I was designing a ship, I'd be like, fuck those alien plants.
Yeah, well, they also have the like gene drive thing that they talked about in the movie, right? Where it explains what happens to the humans, where you inject them with something that rapidly evolves them. So I'm like, if you can just rapidly evolve to eat the alien potatoes on that planet, why do you need your fucking human potatoes?
Think about how many recipes you have to rewrite, Denali. It doesn't even make any sense. You got to substitute space cow in for pork, you know? Space
but if
potatoes are actually squash.
You got to bring 800 grandmas to pass down their recipes because they won't write them down.
Yeah.
And whenever they write them down, they substitute an ingredient.
It's a nightmare.
None of this is gonna matter if you're gonna be a white goo guy, though. It's like they eat what? And okay, so like, okay, oh my god, fuck. These white goo guys, right? It's implied that they became like this after being awake for a certain amount of time, right? They kind of slowly mutate into these things.
Yeah.
Which
No.
Well, fast,
they evolve.
but slow.
Well, I don't think they evolved. I don't actually believe in that, Ryan. I think they were put there by God.
Well, okay, it's not about what you believe; it's about what science can prove.
Listen, we can all disagree here, but I think those guys are actually not humans. I think they were put there by the Christian God.
Oh,
that's not what I'm talking. Yeah, they were there at creation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys have always been there. They just never noticed them.
How'd they get on the ship?
There was on the ship. There was a male and female of everything, and they brought in those two guys, and they made the rest of them.
Okay, where were they on Earth?
There.
We just never saw them.
They were on the ship the whole time. They found the ship. The ship was there. The ship was put in the ground, and we dug it up, and God put it there to test us.
This one guy, the guy that was making this ship, he was like, "I've got one more thing you have to take with you."
What? What is it? We were at capacity.
We have to take 2 things off if you're gonna put 2 things on.
So
do that.
I mean, what? What do you want to take off?
Oh my God! What do we take? Like, there's
take
so
off
much good.
take off 2 full outfits. These won't need them.
Outfits? Like like clothes?
Yes.
You saying these people that you're gonna put on aren't gonna need clothes?
Take out 2 sets of clothes. Not going to be needed.
What about the animals?
As long as we don't have to get rid of people, that the humans with value,
They'll do that.
So you're saying these things, and
They'll
it
take
makes
care of
it
that.
seem like, okay,
Yeah, don't worry.
you're saying that we don't. You're
I'm
saying that the things that
confused.
you're putting on are gonna, or like, take care of in some way, like the things that I'm putting on and that I care so much about, that we're launching this whole spaceship across the universe to go save.
You know how hard it was to put a giraffe on this ship, and you're gonna bring something that's gonna eat the giraffe that I had to ship from across the world.
What is it, like a bacteria?
There are 2 giraffes on the ship?
Yeah, we had to get two of everything.
Hold on. Did you get approval for the giraffes? Did he say yes? He said yes to the giraffes?
He said yes to the giraffes. Yes, don't worry.
What about the pod situation? Because the pods
Those are
only
going to be
6 feet
really
tall.
long pods.
You're gonna get 2 of those fucking long. Let's take the fucking giraffes off.
Take the giraffes
Then
off.
we could put
I
6
got
of what
2
Jace wants.
goose.
Cost $6 million per pod. We're gonna do to get rid of
But
the
that's
fucking
a
giraffe.
sunk cost fallacy. Just because you've already spent it doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Sorry, guys. Looks like we're gonna have to leave you behind.
I don't know what giraffes sound like.
What does it do? Wait, right now, what do you think a giraffe sounds like? I'm gonna look it up really quick.
Denali, they didn't take any live animals.
What do you mean? Yeah, they did.
They didn't?
I don't think they did. I think
They took
they
like
plants.
embryos and stuff.
They took bugs.
It did not sound like what we made.
What does a giraffe sound like?
I tried listening, but my audio is trying to play through my new monitor. So I'm
That's
gonna
what happens to
I'm
me
gonna
when I'm on
edit
Discord.
in the sound of a giraffe right
Okay,
now
right now.
into the episode, so people can decide if we were close. Wow, that was a great giraffe sound.
Do giraffes have really long vocal cords?
I am assuming they do.
Like the whole
it's-
neck?
Oh,
based on.
What if
based
it's
on
really low?
No
Like a bass guitar?
information. That's
gotta-
probably right.
What's it like to swallow?
You know they have the same amount of vertebrae as us?
Are you serious? They're just really long.
I'm serious. They've got the same number of vertebrae as us. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry. We got to get back to the episode because I said that I only want this to be an hour and we got to get going.
Okay, we're halfway through the movie. It's okay.
You know how you said this movie
Okay.
was a comedy?
Yeah.
When they fell in that pit of blood and they came out and they got into the fight scene and the alien jumped up into the air
Yeah.
and they had to do absolutely the best they could just like to keep the camera really tight on the actors because it's clear that the alien was just standing on the pole in the middle of the thing. And then they're like, and he's there.
It's on the pole.
That was pretty funny.
The super strong aliens too, they're doing that thing which I don't like in movies where the super strong thing is just throwing people and slowly walking up to them. You know, when they do that in the fight scene where they grab the person and instead of just doing a quick kill move, like punching their head off or through their body, they're just "Rah!" And he hits a thing.
Predator rules.
Yeah, Predator rules. And they kind of just do that back and forth to Ben Foster 5 times.
I'm gonna interject a counterpoint and say that
Yes.
these aliens in this are much more like Predator than you're giving them credit for. Because Predator's rule is cool. As long as it's cool, let's
They're
do
gonna
it.
do it.
And what's not cool? Just mercilessly killing all these things. You want a fair fight, like UFC rules.
They have
you know?
honor.
And that's what Predator abides by. What doesn't make sense is logically why these
They're hunters.
guys do it. But at one point, when the main bad guy is fighting Kung Lee, Kung Lee's unarmed and he squares up. It's he's gonna fist. Okay, number one, respect. But the main bad guy is you can have this staff and I'll go fist to fist.
That's
cool as fuck.
It's honorable.
So the guy knows what's going on. So the bad guys are yeah, I just like fighting.
Well, it's just like a Predator. It's the same problem I have in Predator movies where humans are so obviously weaker. It's like if you threw a hamster a Glock and you're all right, let's go. Or it's something that's really small and you could still beat him really easily.
I think that's cool.
Maybe it's to tenderize the meat before they eat it. They just kind of throw it around.
I just think not everything's utilitarian. Sometimes they're I just don't really want to. I've killed 40 of your friends. As soon as they pop out those tubes, I'm kind of eating them, eating their throats and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're up and you're awake and stuff, I haven't had a good fight in a long time.
Also, they've been on that ship for 990 years, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
60,000 people on that ship.
Yeah.
That's not enough people to feed that thing, right? Because how many humans do you think it takes to feed like one?
Once, yeah, they have to have evolved sometime after the. I'm imagining the evolution of those things probably occurred like within like the last 150 years on that planet, or
That was
like
my
sooner.
interpretation as well.
Oh, so you think
That like the core started malfunctioning and like accidentally woke people up. But when Dennis Quaid was ruling the ship was a long time before that.
Yeah.
Oh, so they were eating probably like the Lunchables or whatever they had on the
And
ship.
that's why that's from my understanding, that's why he got into the sleep pod again.
Because they ran out. They were like, this sucks.
Yeah, they were like, oh fuck, there's fucking crazy aliens and shit.
Oh, that's good. I like that. There's a scene where they're pulling people out of the cryo things. We were talking about earlier. I think it's horrifying. Like there's a horrifying scene of somebody just waking up and then being thrust into the arms of 12 clawing pale beings, which I think is a great scene.
It's it's really horrifying from like on a visceral level. Like
Yeah.
we talked about at the beginning of this that it had a good intro scene because the main character jump cuts to waking up in a cryo chamber and he's got tubes down his throat, kind of like the Matrix, he doesn't know where he is and all this kind of stuff. It's like scary and the whole ship's abandoned and stuff. Now imagine that's happening, but there's a bunch of weird naked white critters around you that are eating your stomach.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think about like it would be a great like POV short film of some guy like signing up for this thing and it's like his first day at work. He's kind of nervous about being in a cryo sleep and they're like, "No, dude, it's fine. I've done it like 6 times. It's like just a little nausea when you get out." He's like, "Okay, great. Oh my gosh, so excited, so nervous." And he like, maybe has like a little fling on board before they go on the deep sleep. And he goes in and it's like he wakes up and they're like, and like they're like ripping his arms off. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
It's very Futurama. Like the guys that like put on masks and shit and scare people when they come out of the cryo sleep and they're like
There would be so many cryo sleep prank videos in the future. People fucking with them. If I was living in the year 2500 and watched this movie, I would dress me and my friends like these monsters and pull my friend out of the cryo sleep casket working at New Amazon or whatever the fuck.
It's honestly a terrible thing seeing that guy get ripped apart is just to have woken up and been awake for 8 hours and your sole mission is to save humanity and then to see someone get ejected from a pod and mercilessly torn apart. I would have just stopped.
I would have just been like,
really...
that fucking sucks.
And what also sucks is they're on the clock too. Like that's a workplace injury.
He's not getting workers' comp for that.
No fucking way, dude. Or it's gone.
We haven't really talked about German woman.
Okay, yeah, the biologist.
She's not given a name.
No one really is besides the main character.
Yeah, but he kind of randomly when he's wandering around this empty ship that's run by goo creatures. He's we keep calling them goo creatures. They're not made of goo. They're just covered in it.
No, they're covered in it. It's okay.
And
I almost covered myself in Vaseline to start this episode.
For like the visual.
For the bit. So that if you need to imagine it, just there you go.
There's this random German woman who's like got her shit together. She's been awake for like 6 months. She lives in a biosphere pod somewhere and she eats grasshoppers. That's like how she lives.
Good setup.
She's got a good setup. Why would you fucking leave the pod? Why would you leave that pod? If you got grasshoppers and shit, like, and you got a sleeping bag,
you're bored.
Yeah, you ever eat like one thing for a really long time? Like I
gotta go get one of those goo creatures.
Yeah, I gotta get out of there, dude. Like, did you guys read the IMDb trivia about the grasshoppers?
A little bit, yeah.
Ben Foster insisted on eating live grasshoppers for the scene. Like he was very insistent that would be the thing he does. And it makes up like 1 second of the film. Kind of sadistic, man. I don't know. It
doesn't make much sense because
why would you do that?
It's a great protein source.
Also, 99% of this movie we are understanding when it's like they're faking things and they use special effects. Yeah. We know there's not really goo creatures running around on an abandoned spaceship underwater on a distant planet 953 years in the future. We'll understand that you're not really eating a grasshopper.
You could cut away. It's fine. It's also it's fucked up, dude. Like eating something alive, like that's I don't know.
Yeah.
She's been running around. I think she said her crew all died, and then they meet the guy from agriculture, who, like you said, that's Kung Lee. He's an MMA fighter too, IRL.
Hell yeah.
He kind of when Amber was like watching this part of the movie, she did kind of comment because he speaks Vietnamese in the movie, and Ben Foster's character kind of does that like white person thing where he just kind of
I don't understand you.
He just says it louder like they're stupid, and the guy's like, I can't fucking understand English, and he does that like the rest of the movie too, and where he's also not sure if the German lady understands him, so he's just speaking in English like loudly and slowly. And I'm like, dude, there's other ways to communicate. So what, they kind of join forces? They're trying to turn the reactor on. You get that great scene where he's crawling over the sleeping pile, covered in human skin. This guy has a very strong stomach. You also find out he's on the ship because he got broken up with.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't
he
make
was
much
going to
sense.
go on the ship, and then he got broken up with.
It doesn't make much sense at all because he's like, she broke up with me. She didn't want to come on the ship.
Yeah.
So we split up, and therefore I went and I joined the ship.
What, you've never joined the military because you got broken up with?
Not
That's
if
like
they
how
were breaking up with me
75% of
because
her-
I was joining the military.
Well, okay.
I
Potato,
thought
potato.
I thought they broke up and then he decided to enlist because he was like, I enlisted the next day.
That would be logical.
I think that's
But when
what
he went up to the sign, it
Yeah.
said launching in like 500 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, yeah, he kind of prefaced it. I feel like he prefaced it by being like, come on the ship with me. And then she broke up with him, and that's what made him make up his mind, but he was already going.
It seemed like the editing, it's like, I feel like they chopped it up and switched
The
up.
Germans were like, yeah, this actually happens to me all the time. This is like a common part of German culture.
The other human character is the chef.
Who was going to eat him. The deliverer of knowledge.
I can't
liked his
believe...
character.
Yeah, he was a good character. I can't believe they drank what he gave them.
Yeah, that's wild.
He was
Which
literally...
wasn't poisoned.
It was poisoned.
No,
he-
it was the gas.
He gassed filled the
gassed
chamber
him.
with gas to make him fall asleep.
He was also in the chamber, so it didn't make much sense.
I
but
missed
he
the
gassed
gas.
them.
Where'd you guys
he
see the
gassed
gas?
them.
Well, they
It was
do a
coming
practical
out.
effect, and it goes, psh, and then later, one scene later, they literally say, "You gassed us."
Oh, so the soup was fine?
Yeah,
Yeah, the soup was actually totally kosher.
What is in the soup?
I mean, it was motor oil, so
Yeah.
not great, but
I wouldn't drink that. And they're like putting Band-Aids on after swimming in the corpse fecal matter water.
Yeah. At least he was like, what's that going to do?
Yeah.
why didn't they go to the Capri Sun storage pod? You know, like
Oh yeah, dude. Rip open a freshie. I'm sure there's some food on that ship that's edible.
900
and then
years.
He's also like friends with the captain, or like the Dennis Quaid, like the chef guy, because he goes up to Dennis Quaid and he's like, "Hey Ray, I found this guy," and Dennis Quaid, stabs him in the eyeball. But like there is a shared history there where they like know each other and have hung out.
Well, the chef has it all written on the walls.
Yeah,
Great scene.
So the chef knows the lore of the ship and what happened.
which is interesting.
So that makes sense of why they're connected. What doesn't make sense is how they existed at the same time when they've been on the ship for 900 years. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because Dennis Quaid's asleep and the chef's
Yeah.
awake. That doesn't make
Anyways.
sense. I love that sequence though, where he's showing the deranged wall carvings, which I think whoever artist made that is awesome. And then showing kind of what happened to the ship. I really liked the rest of the sequence, and then the rest of the movie is a series of reveals where it's slowly being pieced together. And I this is my favorite part of the movie, I think.
It's the only like objectively like above mediocre part of the movie is like not the full sequence, but like what the sequence could have been. Like there's like 5 minutes of this movie that could have been good,
Yeah.
and that's it. Yeah, I agree.
Because there's a part where go ahead.
I like coming to the realization later, or my own headcanon is that maybe before this reactor started really going crazy, that Dennis Quaid's character was like just ranting over the microphone, and then this story that's been painted onto the wall is like the recordings were just like going through, being played through over and over somewhere, and got passed on word of mouth through some kind of like fucked up
Yeah.
living in this ship situation.
Yeah.
He puts in one code, it blows up half of the alien blows
In
up
the
half the
reactor.
goo people. The reactor,
makes sense.
it absolutely vaporizes 90% of the goo people.
It was cool. And then he's like, that's not my captain. Or like, that's not my lieutenant. Which I think that's a really good reveal. Of him being like, suddenly he's like, I remember now who's my lieutenant. It's not that guy.
And they didn't do it in flashback.
Yeah.
You do not have to use flashbacks as a narrative device, even though this movie did.
Yeah.
You do not have to do it in order to make a character realize something. You can have a character verbalize it to the other characters around them. Like that is movies are so like, oh, you should show, you should not tell. No, sometimes you should fucking tell. When a character realizes something, don't always have a flashback. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Second reveal, he's talking to Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid is like, oh yeah, I was the guy. I was the guy who killed everybody, and that younger guy I was talking to earlier didn't exist, and that was me. And then they open the fucking cockpit,
Pod
right?
bay doors.
They show the windows, and then what's her name? She says, "Where are the stars?" I think that is a really great line. That's like cosmic horror. You're like, what's happening?
Unfortunately, everything built up around it was not good.
Yeah.
But the actual line, like the writing of that line and what the writer was thinking when they wrote it was good. Like, I appreciate the idea a lot. I
your
just
mind
wish
goes
it wasn't
everywhere.
surrounded by German editing.
I think it's probably just bad editing. I think maybe we're giving them a tough break here. I'm sure
It's the
they've
only
edited.
German movie I've seen, and it's bad.
If we watch Ninja Assassin, the editing's good. I think we owe them an apology.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll reserve that right.
Yeah, I mean that it's a cosmic horror, right? Where you're like, your mind goes everywhere. You're like, what happened to the star? Are they in a black hole? Are they outside of the reaches of the galaxy? Like, are they inside of something? And then it's revealed that they have been underwater the whole time on the ship. It's been
Just
way
there.
longer. Yeah, they've been on the fucking planet. That's great. I think that's awesome.
I think it's great, but also like tragic.
Yeah.
Like a lot of reveals are like, oh, look at, this is awesome. But I never thought about this when I was growing up watching this. But like Dennis Quaid could have just hit the button
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
and
whole time.
it would have been fine.
It would have been good. Many more people would be alive, and there wouldn't be goo creatures. I didn't really realize that until this watch.
Yeah, and it's all because of the actions of like pretty much one person in charge, basically doomed humanity to like
Right.
this extent, right?
And that's what the made up space madness sickness of that they call Pandorum in this movie was. It caused another maritime space-time disaster.
It's underwater.
And yeah, technically, it caused another space disaster when one man went crazy. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I didn't really put it together until this watch that like that's really also what was going on, and he was just making the problem worse. I thought like the problem of crash landing on the planet and him going crazy were kind of happening independently.
I did too, and I didn't realize he knew they were on the planet too.
Right.
Because he opens it up and he's like, yeah, it's underwater. I already fucking knew this. Because he shows them. He clicks the button to show them, which I thought he didn't know either.
Yep. That was my memory as well.
So I'm like, at what point, he must have been awake when they crash landed or something. And he must have been like, oh, damn. Anyways.
Oh, I really don't want people to find out that I killed those guys.
Have you ever had like task avoidance?
Yes.
You know, where like something is going slightly wrong, or like you're waiting on an email, like a bad email, and you're like, if I don't check my email, I don't have to feel those emotions.
Yes.
I think this is task avoidance to like the maximum.
Also, he doesn't die on camera. I think he could still be alive. They get into a pod and they launch off, and they say the computer's like 1,100 survivors. So I know you guys are probably doing the same calculation as me. Is that enough people?
Oh, to sustain, to like, it sounds like it's gonna be varied, but online is saying that 1,000 people might be enough.
Like the minimum.
So
They said like
Sasquatch people think that you need about 300 for biodiversity.
Sasquatch people. Why do they have an opinion on this?
Because they have opinions about what the minimum number of Sasquatches would need to be for it to be a viable theory.
Oh, I thought they're living in like small enough towns that they have to like do a different calculation.
No, they're actually just huge fans of Pandorum, like coincidentally. And they talk about it a lot.
Rigorous testing on this.
They pop out of the ship. It's very confusing why water is getting inside of the pod when earlier we were shown that the pod can be taken into space.
Yeah.
Well, the pressures are different. It's not between 0 and 1. It's between 1 and a lot.
Yeah,
but I think the pod is vacuum sealed, is what Jace is getting at, right?
Yeah.
But the pressures are totally different.
That does not.
Yeah, so
because the vacuum is 0 and
Yeah.
air pressure is 1, so that's not that. It's like easier to seal a pod in outer space than
Doors
it is to
open
seal something that
outwards.
goes. But these ones might not because they go into space.
look, Ryan, Jace is an engineer. All right, he's probably designed one of these things before. So
If
I
your
think we
gasket's letting out air,
yeah.
it is very much most likely is what I'm saying. Like if it's not going to leak air, it's probably not going to allow water in.
But the pressure difference is so much greater with water than with atmosphere.
Well, dude, we don't know how deep they were because you could see the ship in the water. It was only like 6 inches of water.
You get the bends at like 60 feet though.
I don't because wasn't a significant portion of the ship still outside of the water? I'm like, were they only like?
In fact, like the fact that they were running from one end of the ship to the other, they would find out that they're slanted.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, wait a minute, are we on a slope? I feel like we're on like the side of a hill.
Did we land? Like, why is there gravity? Why is there fucking gravity?
Also, they're not spinning anymore, and spinning is what gives them the artificial gravity. So it doesn't make any sense.
And also,
the ship
I
spinning?
guess that is probably
In
why he
space.
fell down that shaft. But then they course corrected it, and then he was just
But down's always down.
yeah.
You know what it
In
is?
this, half of the ship is upside down, or a quarter's right side up, and half of it is sideways.
It's all
What if
Pandorum,
it's
dude.
stationary?
It's what it is. It's because it's
all-
Pandorum. They don't notice.
That's
They
how
don't
they're
notice
running
what-
on the ceilings.
Everything's. Is this ship spinning? I remember it just kind of being.
No, it's not spinning. But that's what I'm saying. In space, it spins. That's what gives it the artificial gravity.
What spins?
The ship.
The ship's not spinning in the movie. They had to do something else with the gravity. All right,
I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
no one's spinning though.
Okay, Denali, that's
Yeah.
why the ship is circular. It's because in space,
The ship's not circular.
the ship is circular.
Okay. Well, there's no way to know for sure.
We watched the movie. Oh my god, I feel like you're
Listen,
purposely
folks at
making me
home.
upset. And we're
No,
an
I'm
hour
not.
and a half in. We have to just rate this fucking
we
thing.
got to rate this movie. Okay.
I feel like I'm getting space madness.
That's
Goo meters.
normal.
I'm gonna give this movie 10. Every character introduction was covered in goo.
Yeah.
You can't get more goo than this. Ryan, you're thinking you've seen a gooier movie?
I think I've seen more goo in individual scenes in other movies, but never just
Definitely.
this much constant goo.
The Vaseline budget was probably 60 grand.
Huge. And I've never seen a man we have like the perfect horror companion of Ace Ventura climbing out of that rhino's asshole
Yeah.
with Ben like and it's just so gooey. It's goolicious. It's goo coated.
What's your goose score?
Yeah. 10.
I'm gonna have to go with a 9.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get a goo squirt scene. I feel like all the goo was already applied. You know?
Oh, I see. You need an
I feel
application
like I
scene.
want a transition scene. I want to see someone get gooed.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
That's,
see.
that's
no,
fair.
it's important.
Yeah.
Movie meters. What do we think about this movie? Independent of the other meter, okay? The other meter, take it outside, all right? What do we actually think about this movie? And I'm split, guys, because on the rewatch, I'm realizing with horror that this movie is not as good as I remembered it was. However, it's not as bad as others think it is. I think this is a good, Sunday afternoon movie. Not one of those dedicate a night to, but maybe like you see what's on, watch Pandorum. I think this movie might be there. It's entertaining, and I think it does some things different. And like I said, I would watch this movie all on YouTube Shorts. I'd watch, 32 YouTube Shorts to watch this. I feel like there's enough there in each short to keep me hooked. So with that said, I think I'm gonna give it a 5. I think that's a 5 is very generous for this movie.
Wow.
Okay, it's got 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of people didn't like this, but I'm gonna say for some, you should like it. You know, like yeah. Jace, you're pointing at yourself.
Yeah, I am. Man, I mean, in the face of its flaws, I'm gonna give it a 7. Like which I think is respectable. You and I were like, we were thinking about putting on. We were like, it's not dark enough outside yet, so we let it get a little darker. And I am pleasantly surprised to say that I enjoyed it. I liked the goo. I thought some of the acting was cheesy and bad, and you know, it made me feel like I was 14 watching it in my basement again.
And that's worth the price of admission. Ryan, what do you think? I'm
Yeah,
curious to hear.
Oh man, like I feel like a 5 is fine because like there's half of me that wants to give it like a 3 or a 4, and there's half of me that wants to give it a 7 because I agree that this brings me back to a time when I watched movies to be entertained. Like this movie is just like, let's fucking entertain some teenagers, and that's our number one concern. And I respect the hell out of that. Are we making Citizen Kane? No. Did they? No. But also, like, I had an okay time. I saw everything coming. It was nice, but it was nice to like have Julie go through it, and her predictions were a little bit wrong. You know, this movie is kind of from an era where everybody was trying to like throw a twist at you at the end.
Yeah.
And I respect it. I don't know. I'll give it a 5. It's fine. Watch it. I don't care. You won't hate it, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's like what we talk about. The mid-budget, mid-movie is, you know, not in vogue right now. It's not there. And sometimes when I watch an okay movie that was made for $20 million, I'm like, yeah, that's how some movies should be. Not all of them, but I'm glad there's some out there.
They also shouldn't have like a score.
Was there a score in this movie?
I don't think there was any music.
Was there?
I did read a comment on Reddit that somebody was like, I love the soundtrack to this movie. It led me to thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't remember a single thing.
I don't think there's a single sound that's not claws clambering around or goose looping.
Oh, yeah, there was a sound. They released a soundtrack for people to buy for this album.
It was just like footsteps. What is it? I was at the record store today, and the soundtrack for the soundtrack for The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise was $66.
Wow.
So they're making money off of somebody.
Imagine getting like a vinyl soundtrack to Pandorum. I like to listen to it when I sleep. Like, I don't even know what this fucking sounds like. I'm gonna listen to it later. You do know the writer of this movie wrote the ending last minute, like last second.
Crazy. Wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, he said he wrote it, and he said he didn't have an ending. And he didn't write an ending for the movie, and he didn't know what to do. And he kind of like, he opens the pod bay doors, and he's like, I don't know. And he got up, and he said he was walking his dog outside, and he said he saw his dog drinking a puddle of water, and he's like, aha, water. They should see water when he opens it. And then that's how he did it.
Respect.
I liked the ending. I liked that it was a
the
good
ending was the
ending.
best part.
It was like a nice, they're going to survive, maybe. Unless this world has Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Yeah, they don't know what's on that fucking world, dude. Like, I mean, thank God the dog didn't lick like another piece of dog dookie on the ground or something. And he's like, it's shit. It's going to be all like in the
shit planet.
It's a shit planet.
What if the planet has like a whole society and everything, and they just landed a rover in like a national park?
Yeah.
And so they thought there was almost nothing?
And they're like, oh my God. I mean, this is kind of like the twins problem, right? Where it's like if you have a generational starship being sent out somewhere, they said by the time it gets there, you'll encounter humans from where you left that they just built a faster starship in that time you got there. And they're like, oh, hey, you guys were the same guys we sent like 600 years ago.
Oh.
You fucking idiots. Like, that could be a situation here. And also, like, they said they planned a sequel for this movie, which I think would be interesting because, again, you're on another planet with a full like fauna, like a full spectrum of biological stuff, probably horrors. And this is kind of getting to like the Prometheus thing of like people going to planets with no helmets on.
Yeah.
And just kind of raw dogging the air, the microbes,
I
the
think
parasites.
Here's my proposed trilogy.
Okay.
Okay, this movie is the first one.
Yeah.
The second one is essentially It's a Wonderful Life. And the citizens have to confront the greedy capitalist, overtaking of, what they had previously assumed was just a fundamental human right in like housing. And the main character has to struggle with being a good person or like moving up professionally in the world. And he kind of does tries to be a good person.
Because capitalist crew survived. Because they got ejected from the pods.
So he suffers like personally for it, and at the end of it, realizes that money doesn't matter. Making people happy and everything will come back to you tenfold if whatever you put out in the world. And then the third one is The Big Short.
Okay, where the housing market crashes.
Yeah,
and then he realizes that he really misses the goo people.
Oh, the goo people, dude! Like they had a whole like egalitarian society, man. Like I think the means of production was owned by them.
Yeah. It got me thinking that half of that spaceship is out of the water. And then, that kind of means that half of the spaceship would have had some sunlight through some of the windows.
Yeah. And it kind of feels like people, that's why there's only 1,200 people left, is like a lot of them left.
You think they're all just like...
they're living. There's a town and everything.
We made McDonald's.
Yes,
we've got everything.
We've been here for 900 years.
You've been eating grasshoppers for 900 years.
Wow, that sucks. That sucks so
wow,
hard.
I feel so bad.
Whoa, we did leave 1,200 people behind.
Oh
my
Jerry,
God.
Jerry, I thought you said you checked.
Oh my God, no, those guys are dead. They've been dead for like 7 generations. No, wow, dang, I'm Jerry's grandson.
In the book that he left me, that my grandparents have left me, I have generational beef with you.
Yeah,
actually,
wow. Can you imagine also like, because I'm sure some of the goo people are alive on that boat, on that ship too. Like they're building the side, and it's like you see a ship still in the water, and you're still thinking about how many thousands.
Only half of the ship flooded.
Yeah. There's probably another goo society in there.
Yeah, there's a whole, like, most of the goo people are fine.
Maybe they're not like
there
cannibals.
Goo
in there. Maybe they're like
factions?
Yeah, I think there's. Oh my God, sequel, The Goo Wars. It's all those guys. There's no fucking humans. It's all their factions fighting, dude. I would love that movie.
Okay, can we wrap it up?
No. Yes.
Please,
yes.
guys. I need to go to sleep.
Okay, you're right.
How did this one end up being 140?
I don't know. That's
what I'm saying. Let's go.
This is our longest episode. I will say, to plug something, everyone should watch Scavenger's Reign. I feel like that is in the same vein of this movie. It's about people trying to survive on a planet from a crashed ship on cryo things. It's amazing. People should fucking watch that show.
A show?
Yeah, it's a show. It's on HBO.
We don't recommend
Reign.
shows.
It's fucking great.
Okay.
It's a great
See
show.
you next week for when we go back to the cat season.
Meow.
Meow, folks.
Okay.
Should we
we
leave
gotta
our
stop.
audience with
we have to stop.
transmission from Earth to the ship? We have to help these people, Ryan.
Okay, go.
Good.
Was go first or was good first?
No.
Good day. Day.
Mates?
Remember.
Kangaroos.
Never.
Sit.
Ross.
Apple?
Sauce.
Hold on. You said never sit, Chris. You said cross.
Yeah.
And
he said cross.
He said cross. You said.
I said sauce.
I said apple. Applesauce. We're past crisscross applesauce. We're past crisscross applesauce. We need to wrap this up so I can go.
Should we start over?
No.
Good.
What? Unless
you
bye
goo
for
chili. The message got scrambled. I don't know.
that's too good.
I think Earth's gone, guys.
It said something about chili. lazy cat.